Hey guys, um, seen a lot of top 5 search baits on YouTube. Thought that I would throw mine into the ring. This is in no way professional advice. It's just my opinions. So take from it whatever you will. It's just my perspective on things. Baits that I like to throw, searching for bites. So I really appreciate a lot of the videos that I've seen, and I figured that I would share. I guess I'll start from what I use the least and build up. So number 5, which would be the search bait that I use less frequently, would be chatterbait. This is a Z-Man chatterbait, and I've been using these for quite a while. A lot of guys will throw jigs. When other guys are throwing jigs, I like to throw this. You can use this as a jig. You can also burn it as a spinnerbait. I say burn. It doesn't burn exactly like a spinnerbait. It has quite a wobble to it because of this lip. So for those of you guys that don't use a lot of chatterbaits, I would definitely recommend it. It's a very versatile bait. Has that weight on the head. Has a spinnerbait hook, and this lip here, and it has a very wide wobble. Makes a lot of noise, a lot of vibration in the water, and this is a bait that I can use pretty much year round. I like to use this early to generate bites from sluggish fish. Here in New England, the lakes are just now starting to ice out. It's any time now. It'll be very soon, and just after ice out, these work pretty well. And again, when the water temperature warms, this is a bait that you can use closer to the surface. It acts very similar to a buzz bait, creates a lot of commotion. This is a gold pattern with pumpkin skirt, 3/8 ounce. Gold works really well up here. I have a lot of success with gold, so you'll see a lot of gold baits from me. This is a new bait, a relatively new bait to the market. If some of you guys have fished this and have had success with it, I'd love to hear your perspective on this bait. This is a Strike King Rage Blade, and I have not fished it other than just to test it out in its action, and I can say that it actually is a lot more aggressive than the Z-Man, in my opinion. This lip is, it's like a crankbait lip, very pronounced, and this bait moves a lot. I really like the components on this bait. It has a really nice hook. It'll be interesting to see how this fishes in comparison to the Z-Man, which was kind of the original chatterbait. So these are 2 search baits here that I do like to use from time to time. So that would be number 5. And moving into 4, here in New England, as I was saying about ice out, it's been a long winter. Fish are very sluggish coming out with the ice going out, and you can't do any better than a jerk bait. I like suspending jerk baits. This is a Rapala X-Rap in hot steel, I believe. This is a style bait that I've had for a while. I do like the X-Raps. I like a smaller presentation, so I'll throw this smaller one. And you can see kind of the size difference there. But a smaller presentation when searching really works for me. This is a clown pattern. I have a hard time finding suspending jerkbaits that do a better job than these Rapalus. They've got a nice rattle, they've got good hooks, good components. I'm really happy with this bait. There's a lot of flash. It does exactly what I want it to do. I catch a lot of fish on these guys, so if you haven't fished X-Raps, I highly recommend it. I do fish these year-round. When the jerkbait bite is on and I'm fishing in an area where there's not a lot of grass to get hung up on these hooks, then I will fish this in open water on the outlines of weed beds and such. But early, before the vegetation comes up, early, this is killer. So, number 4, suspending jerkbait. Now there are times when I will throw a floater. If I throw a floater, it's usually a Smithwick Rogue. This is a gold Rogue. In these northern lakes we have a lot of smallmouth. These work great on smallmouth. It's a good smallmouth bait. If I want a floating presentation, I'll throw something like this. Yeah, number 4, jerkbait. Number 3, lipless crank. This is a Strike King Red Eye, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. Very popular bait. Catch a lot of fish on these. A lot of guys will fish the half ounce. This is the quarter ounce. I like that smaller presentation. Quarter ounce isn't as easy to find. You got to do some hunting, but and it's not as readily available in all of the colors. But when I can find these quarter ounce baits, I love searching with these baits. Good hooks, good components. Really like the look, the way that it fishes. The paint isn't the best. It will get beat up. If you got pickerel or pike in your water or bowfin, they will put a hurting on these. But you know, they still catch fish, and I really like that bait. A lot of you guys fish these Excalibur XR50s. This is the XR25, so it's the smaller version. Really good looking bait, and I like the way that it fishes. I like the small profile. I like the paint. When I'm fishing lipless, I'm fishing one of these more often than not. So just really happy with that bait. A new one, to me anyway, that I'm experimenting with is this Rapala Rippin' Rapo 6. This is a really cool bait, guys. This bait, it has a tighter wobble, and you can burn this thing. You can really burn it. And I would say the only thing I don't like about this bait is it has a really small back hook. So I'll probably change that out. You can see that the front hook is normal. I don't know if this was to reduce weight. I'm not sure, but there's no reason for that hook to be that small. Like the back hook on this one is normal size. I guess it would be a size 4, I guess. But anyway, that's easy fix. Bait looks really good, looks good in the water. I've tested it, haven't fished with it yet. Looking forward to using this season, see how it performs compared to my other favorites. So yeah, number 3 would be lipless crankbaits. 4. Square bills. Square bill crankbaits. Can't really go wrong. This is a Strike King. A lot of guys will fish the 1.5s. I like the 1s. Again, that's just me. When I'm searching, I like to reduce that size. I like the small size of this bait. Tend to get more strikes, get a little bit more attention from this smaller bait. This is the silent one. I do like the silent one in this version. A lot of perch here, so perch pattern is killer. I do really well on this all throughout the year. This is a great search bait. I really like the components on here. Again, Strike King, the paint, the bait looks nice now here, but after use it will wear down. I know some guys have complained about them splitting. I have not had that problem. So I like these very much, and I fish them with success. These Strike King did this one right, and I will fish the larger ones, but not as frequently for searching. And this is similar. This is the Bandit 100 series. It's a little bit bigger profile. This is a bluegill pattern. That's a nice square bill. This is a square bill that I feel is a little underrated. This thing is deadly. This is the Lucky Strike RC2, the Rick Clunn, and this is a killer bait. This is a ghost shad or a ghost minnow pattern. Detail really nice. Got this etching on it. This bait outperforms the other ones. I would say the only drawback to these is probably the hooks. They're not quite as strong as some of the other ones. It's an easy fix, but this is a good little bait. And this is again, this is the 1 size. This is the 1.5 right here. A little bit bigger bait. But I do really like these baits. So yeah, that would be my number 2. I fish these lipless baits year round. I fish a lot of shallow, a lot of grass, a lot of shore fishing. Sometimes I'm fishing from shore. Usually I'm fishing out of a small canoe. So I'm fishing shallow water. I'm not fishing more than usually 10 feet. So this is perfect for me. And the last one, spinnerbait. Number 1. A lot of guys will disagree. I just have a lot of success with the spinnerbait. Indiana Blade. This is a Strike King Mr. Money. This is a War Eagle. Can really burn these double willow blades. And this is a Gold Booyah, which is got a willow and a Colorado. Any type of spinnerbait, smaller profile, 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce, I'm throwing year round, from the time the ice goes out until the time the ice comes in and I can't fish anymore. Spinnerbaits really work for me, and early I like to go with these baits that have a little bit different look, these sort of finesse baits with smaller blades. That's